Things are constantly happening on this earth. It's time for another episode of Science with Dr. Science. In this episode, the good doctor travels to South America to learn what he can about a mysterious genus of frogs known as the Ceratophrys. He has an exclusive interview that you won't want to miss with a mysterious member of this group. So join Dr. Science in Science with Dr. Science. Thank you all, you're too kind. Hey there, I'm Dr. Science, and today we got a good one for you. They're called Ceratophrys, also known as Pac-Man frogs. This genus is made up of 8 different terrestrial species that live in wetlands and forests in various parts of South America. So, without further ado, can you all help me welcome a good friend of mine, Ceratophrys Ornata? Thanks for coming into the studio today, Ornata. Before we begin, let me tell the viewers a little bit more about you and others like you. Ceratophrys are large and round, with big mouths and even bigger heads, just like the beloved ghost killer Pac-Man. Unlike Pac-Man, though, they have very sharp teeth. The genus is collectively known as the horned frogs because they have horn-like points on top of their eyes. Now that we know about you, let's talk a little bit. First of all, tell me about your family tree. I know you're a family man, so talk to me about your cousins and your extended family.
Well, as you know, there are 8 species of Ceratophrys. Looking at my family tree, you'll see that the family we're a part of is the Ceratophryidae, which is close in phylogeny to the Hylidae. But we don't know too much more than that. But what we do know is that we're anurans, and we're quite proud of it.
Let's get a little bit more personal now. I know you've had some experience with mating, so can you give the guys out there a few tips for increasing their reproductive success?
Now that's more like it. We're what you might call nocturnal. So we like to sleep during the day and be a little bit more active at night, if you know what I mean. Timing is important, and one of my buddies, well, he went out during the day. Huge astronomical mistake. He got handled pretty rough. This is a picture I got of him right when it happened. Now, where was I? Right, the ladies. But I personally prefer someone bigger than myself, which is good because most females are larger than males. When you see one you like, you have to catch her eye. And to catch her eye, well, I like to catch her ear first with my sweet vocals.
Rumor has it your sweet vocals impressed one young lady. I heard you're a new father. Congrats. I've also heard that Ceratophrys are explosive breeders, depositing up to 2,000 eggs per clutch after an external fertilization. How do you expect your offspring to develop, and will you support their decisions?
Right, thank you. The young ones will hatch in about 2 weeks. A little healthy competition is good for them, so a few might eat or be eaten by others, unfortunately enough. Just about 3 months later, they'll go through metamorphosis. In the wild, they'll live about 7 years, if they do well for themselves. I really won't get too involved in their lives, but as a father, all I can do is hope that they survive.
This photo of Ceratophrys cornuta was recently in the body issue of Frogs Illustrated. Can this body be achieved naturally? As a father, what do you eat to avoid the so-called dad bod?
I like to catch all my food myself. Here's a picture of me hunting last weekend. I just bury myself in the leaves and my skin helps me blend in. I sit and wait for something to walk by and then I pounce. My bite is strong as any mammal my size. After all, I am a carnivore, so whatever I can fit in my mouth, I eat it.
Just make sure you can swallow it. I've heard horror stories where one tried to eat something too big, but its teeth got stuck and it choked to death. So you eat insects, snakes, rodents, and lizards. But is it true that you'll even eat other frogs?
Indeed, Dr. Science, that's all true. We do eat all those things, including sometimes eating our own mates.
Ah, well. With that last photo, I don't know whether to make a joke about frog legs or sucking toes. Looking at my producer, it appears that either we are out of time or I've crossed the line from PG into something a little more severe. Either way, we have to get off the air now. Thanks for watching this episode and join me next week on Science with Dr. Science.
Achoo! Sorry, bless me. With these allergies around this time of year, I have me a bit more Ceratophrys sneezes than I normally do.